this is the first time we've ever made pasties. You did it! Oh.
It's honestly the worst thing we've made so far. Hey guys, I'm Eric.
And Grace, we're the Wandering Ravens.
We are a couple of Americans on a multi-month journey around the UK. Right now we are suffering through lockdown here in the beautiful city of Leeds. And we decided that while we're here, we may as well make another cooking video for you guys. After our last cooking video, which if you haven't seen it, do, link in the description, we made a delicious roast dinner for the first time. A lot of you requested that we make Cornish pasties.
This is a big moment for us. This is the first time we've ever made pasties before, or I guess attempted to make pasties. We can't really say yet.
Yeah, we'll see how it goes.
We'll see how it goes. 16. Oh dear. All right, so our current Airbnb does not have any utensils for measuring things, so no cups, no tablespoons or teaspoons. So the only measurement utensil we have is this tablespoon that we've been using for coffee. So I just measured out 16 tablespoons of flour, which is equal to 1 cup of flour. Put that in there. For those of you curious, we are using the self-raising white flour by the company Dove. Yeah, Dove's Farm.
Gluten-free because Grace cannot eat gluten.
3, 4.
Very nice.
Oh my, wow. Next we're adding the baking powder, a teaspoon-ish of this. Who needs measurements? That's probably good.
Now it's time to add an egg yolk. So I'm going to try to separate the yolk and plop.
Oh, that was so satisfying to watch.
Egg yolk in, it's time to add the butter. We're gonna add 75 grams of butter. And something that we have not been able to stop doing since we arrived in the UK is buying Kerrygold. Because in the United States, this is considered premium butter and we have to pay $4 or $5 just for this. But here in the UK, I mean, we just picked this up from Morrison's today and we paid £1.80 at most. So it feels like a massive treat to be able to use this butter in all of our baking. There. I did put this in the freezer for a little while and try to get it nice and hard because the recipe calls for a food processor. We don't have that. This is Airbnb. And so we are just going to use a grater and see how this works. Is it actually working? Oh my gosh.
You've really never grated butter before?
This is my first time ever grating butter. Now it is time to do what's called incorporating the butter. So, sorry Marxists, we have to make a corporation here. Unfortunately, this is my first time incorporating butter, so if I get it wrong, I'm sorry. I don't have a lot of experience in the corporate world. All right, you guys let me know. Does this look right? I feel like it's supposed to resemble coarse crumbs.
All right, so next step is to add the water. That's not cold, it's just warm. What do I do? Okay, so the tap water was not cold enough, so we decided to put it in the freezer, let it get colder for a few minutes, and while that is getting chilled, we will begin cutting up veggies.
There we are. Let's get this all nice and peeled. Oh, this is probably a good opportunity to ask you guys. Question. In the States, we call this thing a turnip. Occasionally, people call it a rutabaga. Here in the UK, on the other hand, we've heard it called a lot of things. I've heard this called a neep, a swede, as well as rutabaga. I've never heard anyone call this a turnip though. So you guys let me know down in the comments, what do you call this?
So now that our water has had sufficient time to chill, we're going to add it to this pasty mixture. So there we go. Probably give that a stir. And then we're gonna stick it in the fridge and let it chill for a bit. Maybe an hour.
Oh, wow.
Of course, being a Cornish pasty, we have to add carrots in order to make it authentic. Just kidding, we have heard that Cornish pasties do not have carrots, although some people in other parts of England add carrots to their Cornish pasties, which would then make them not true Cornish pasties. So, because we do like carrots, we decided that we would make one authentic, or as authentic as we can, Cornish pasty, and then we would make another pasty with all of the other veg that we feel like adding. Next up, I am going to be cutting up our beef. Oh no! I was expecting it to open much more satisfactorily than that, but all right. We can work with this. Come on. Oh, good.
So
Thank
cool.
goodness, this is such a bad knife. Plan B, scissors. Hey, that's actually not bad. So now it is time to season our beef and our veg. So here we have the swede, we have the potato, and we have the onion, and the beef right here. It said to season them separately, so that's what we're gonna do. And then over here, we have the fun vegetables, which are going in the alternative pasty. What do you all season your pasties with? Is it just salt and pepper? Personally, I would probably add mixed herbs. Looks like a brain. So I cannot resist the urge to add a little bit of mixed herbs to this. I mean, just smell that.
Oh,
Don't you smell that?
Yeah, that smells really good.
It's a little bit of oregano, a little bit of, I don't know what else, but yeah, it smells delicious.
We're not exactly sure what these mixed herbs are.
They came with the Airbnb. I hope these are the legal type of mixed herbs.
The timer just went off. Our pasty dough is ready. So we've got that here. We're gonna put a little bit of flour down.
Eric has rolled me a lovely flat pastry, and now we are going to cut out the pasty using a dinner plate. Now, the scary thing about working with gluten-free items is that the flour does not have gluten, which is a protein that causes things to stick together and become more elastic. So without that, gluten-free flours tend to lack that elasticity, which means that the products fall apart, they crumble more easily, and they don't hold together as well. So hopefully that doesn't happen with this, but we shall see. There we go. Some people say to dot it with butter. I think that's to make sure it's not dry. Next, I'm gonna take our egg wash. I don't have a brush, unfortunately, but I'm just gonna kind of spread it around the entire perimeter.
Moment of truth. Now it's time to fold our pasty over and crimp the edges. Hopefully it doesn't fall apart, being that it's gluten-free flour. So come on. Oh no, it's sticking.
Sticking.
No, I don't know what to do, babe.
I can try to help. Here, I have a spatula.
Okay, thank you.
I guess we should have made sure that it hadn't stuck. Didn't even think of that.
Shit. Alright, let's try this again.
Oh wow. Nice, babe.
Kind of.
You did it. Oh.
Disaster mitigation here. Okay, what we're gonna do is we're going to do some flour, pastry.
That's good. This reminds me of a real life bake-off.
Oh, this looks terrible. What am I doing? Okay, we didn't leave enough space on this one.
Lesson learned for the next pasty.
It's so bad. Oh, it's so bad. This is honestly the worst thing we've made so far. Oh my gosh. Oh, wow. I feel so disappointed. I'm so disappointed. Fortunately, we have another go. That was our first pasty, so we can make another pasty. What do you think? Is that too much or not?
No, that's probably good. Can I do it?
Yeah. You don't trust me!
No, I don't. You're right. Now, because our plate is a little too big, we're just gonna eyeball this one. Come on. Don't fail me now. Boop. And I feel like that's enough. We're gonna flip it now.
Good luck.
All right. Okay. I definitely missed a bit, but that'll be fine. I'll crimp it and then we'll pretend that it is all right. Come on. Aww.
Well, the pasties are made. As you can see, we've got my terrible one here, Grace's less terrible one here, and now all that's left is to put them in the oven and see what comes out in 50 minutes. Sleep well.
Okay, so it's been 50 minutes and the pasties look done. So I'm gonna pull them out of the oven now and we're gonna taste them. Ooh. They smell so good.
Oh wow. Oh, those don't actually look too bad. Pasties are out of the oven. Now the only thing left for us to do is try these and see if they taste as good as they look. Actually, I'm anticipating they'll taste better than they look.
Yeah, probably. Okay, so they don't look the finest. And again, I blame the gluten-free flour because it doesn't really hold together super well. So we were unable to perfect that crimped edge, but I still think that they will taste all right.
For those of you who don't know, tradition states that the crimped edge on a pasty comes from way back in the day when there were tin miners in Cornwall. And the reason why they put crimped edges on their pasties is because as they were mining tin, their hands would get covered in toxins and they didn't want the toxins touching their food. So they would hold the pasties by the crimped edge, eat it, and then throw away the crimped edge. I don't think these are gonna hold up if we pick them up by the crimped edge. So let's dive in.
Cut into this baby.
Oh, that smells really good.
Ooh la la.
How's yours looking? Nice. Okay, that looks really nice.
Looks really nice.
Wow.
Should we let them see?
Yes. Oh, nice. Well cooked, lots of meat. Should we try this one first?
Yeah, I think we need to try the traditional one first.
Let's get a little piece of the crimped edge.
That's the best part. See, I think it'd be so sad to be one of those tin miners and have to throw away the best part. All right. I know what it's missing. Gravy.
That's exactly what I was gonna say. It's very dry,
Yeah,
unfortunately.
it's actually really dry.
Yeah, so I'm not sure if we did something wrong. Oh, I think we included everything that it
We
called
included
for.
everything that the recipe called for. I would say the flavors are good. You get very meaty flavor, very hearty flavor. Yeah, it's very meaty, very hearty. But I think that it would do with a little bit of gravy on the inside just to make it more wet.
So let's try this one.
All right.
You ready?
We've got carrots, we've got peas in this one. Oh! Oh!
Here we go.
This plastic fork is no good. This one's better.
That's better, yeah. And I don't think it's the ingredients necessarily that are bad, although I do love it with the carrots and the peas. But I think because we made this one so large, it dried out. Yeah.
It's a little too big.
Question of the video, what do you add to your Cornish pasties? Or Leeds pasties? Or London pasties? Whatever pasties you make, let us know what you add down in the comments.
If you want more British cooking videos, check out our English breakfast cooking video and our Sunday roast cooking video, which are linked down below.
And as always, a massive thank you to all of our patrons for supporting the channel and helping us make videos like this. We really appreciate you all. Again, I'm Eric.
I'm Grace.
We're the Wandering Ravens.
And we'll see you in the next video.
Bisous.
So pretty.